5 science fiction short stories. Each short story is 100 words exactly. I wrote them and I read them aloud for you, so turn the volume up. With her engines offline, she was powerless to do anything about it. Sitting in the pilot's seat, she watched through watery eyes the smoldering planetoid, heaven's garden that was her loving home. The mighty and merciless invaders didn't want to occupy, but they wanted to destroy. It was a genocide sweep through the system to protect some galactic war flank. Tens of thousands of dead. Everyone she had ever known was gone. Deep in her grief, she vowed revenge. She would be the victim's instrument of payback. 1,000 kills for every one. They would remember her as the cold devil. Making enemies. The free market on Libra 1 was known throughout the solar system for its good deals, safe trading, and low taxes. Captain Fox walked through the stalls with her hands in her pockets, protecting her valuables from fast and small hands. She stopped at the spice shop, nodded at the owner, Mr. Fernandez, and asked, "Is she available to talk? It's important and time sensitive." He nodded, holding out his hand for her to wait. Turning her back on him, she grinded her teeth. The next conversation was everything. Her mission needed allies to succeed, knowing victory came from unity. Negotiation before war. Broken metal, shattered rocks, and countless corpses float around the moon's shattered shipyard. The physical debris matched the emotional sorrow in Corporal Sanderson. With his wounded arm sealed within his spacesuit and the micro-medical bots working, he hopelessly gazed at each corpse, trying to identify his missing friends and companions. The media will declare victory. The masses will complain about the cost and loss. But for him, the victory cost everything. Standing there in the middle of the battlefield, he only felt empty. His hollowness could never be filled. All his friends paid the final price. Was it worth it? Survivor's guilt. You must be liking the science fiction short stories, so please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss the daily microfiction stories. 100-word story comes out every single day as a short, and if you subscribe, you won't miss any of them. They cover all the genres, not just science fiction, but fantasy, drama, historical fiction, and more and more. Thank you in advance, my friends. While on my third EVA for the shift, the comms in my ear are background chatter, and I'm an expert at blocking it out. As I wrench the first bolt, the space shifts. The far distant light is overwhelmed by a near figure. With shifting darkness and swirling lights, the mythological space angel hovers nearby. She approaches and retreats before perfecting her distance to me. I carefully rotate to face her, shaking my head to clear my thoughts and questioning my senses. Overriding the comms, I hear a sweet voice whisper, "You must abandon all, sacrifice all to save everything." Anointing and commissioning. The small asteroid and colony New Denver supported a divided society. The Bronco Highborn lived in management and resource allocation, while the Service-born worked in the mines, shipyards, and shops. Not the same old dish. The secret of New Denver's success was the private food supply and dining club of the Highborn. They dined on the endless supply of Service-born. New Denver had a high portion of missing persons, murders, and sudden relocations. We need a new shipment. The colony advertised wide and far to draw in and trap spaceships from the nearby ship lanes, needing some variety in diet. Cannibals Colony. You made it to the end, so I know that you are liking this material. If you like the material, please subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss the daily shorts. Every day there's 100-word story written and read aloud, covering all the literary genres: drama, romance, fantasy, science fiction, and on. Thank you in advance, my friends.